Okay, the camera cut off, so I think it's because of my data usage on my phone. I'm gonna finish up the video. This is where I was talking about the rocker covers, and I don't know if the client's going to reuse these covers or not, but these are clean enough to run if needs be. I didn't change the gasket yet, just because I didn't want to I didn't want to waste them. They're over here in the top end kit. You see the thin blue silicone, and then there's the gasket for the intake as well. But long story short, these are fine to keep the dust out and even run the engine for break-in. And then the client, if he wants to jazz the engine up with different valve covers later on, that's fine. Not a lot to talk about. Maybe on the back end a little bit. Let me grab my light here. Just, got the plugs in, the one-piece rear seal. I don't think you can see that stuff, but the one-piece rear seals pressed in, nice and flush. At this point, it kind of gets boring. There's not really a lot to talk about. It's together. Basically, it's ready to run. The only reason I, obviously don't have the flywheel on yet is because it's still on the engine stand, and I like to leave them on the engine stand as long as I can. And then do, like the intake. It'd be nice to be able to put the intake on and all that jazz, and drop the distributor in and stuff like that. And then even the plugs and the wires, and a tremendous amount of work. Now it'll start getting pretty heavy once I get the exhaust mains on. And then what I'll do is, I've got a little floor jack over there. I'll bring that thing over here, and I'll rig it up so that I'm able to put a little pressure up under the front of the engine, and just hold it from putting about 1,000 pounds of weight on that bell housing. It's fine. It could hang there the rest of its life, but it just spooks me when there's that much weight and just things are bouncing around. So I always support the front end. So anyway, let's see. I'm going to try to talk about this oil here very quickly. This is very important. I hope the phone doesn't cut off. I'm at about 2 minutes right now, so I should be safe. I always use the Driven BR40 break-in oil. Very quickly, I'm going to try to read this. I've already talked about the Napa and the ZDDP additive, but I'm basically just going to read this, and I want you guys to really soak this in. This is amazing. BR40, this is a conventional 10W40 break-in motor oil. BR40 provides unmatched protection while also promoting proper surface mating of internal engine components. This oil has a low detergent level, which allows the fast burn ZDDP additive to adhere directly to all ferrous metals wear surfaces for maximum scuffing protection. With a proprietary anti-wear formulation that doesn't rely on conventional friction modifiers, BR40 chemically assists with piston ring sealing. Combine BR40 with a proper break-in procedure, and rest assured that you've done everything to achieve maximum service life and engine performance. Now below that, usage: BR40 10W40 break-in oil is well suited for classic muscle car, European, sports car, and motorcycle engines. Ideal for flat tap and aggressive roller valve trains, as well as ethanol blended, pure methanol, and oxygenated race fuels. Good for dyno testing, one night of racing, or up to 400 miles on the street. It says no ZDDP additive necessary, but I always throw a little bit in there.